Angel Reese responds to claims that she hates WNBA star Caitlin Clark. The WNBA's popularity has exploded over the last 2 seasons since Caitlin Clark entered the league. One reason for this is her rivalry with Angel Reese, and recent claims made by former NFL player Robert Griffin III suggest there's genuine animosity, at least on one side. Following RGR Reese claimed that people in Reese's inner circle told him she hates Clark, the Chicago Sky's star forward responded on social media, "Lying on this app when everybody know the first and last name of everybody in my circle for clout is nastyyyy work." Angel Reese's on Robert Griffin III claiming Reese's inner circle told him that she hates Caitlin Clark. On July 10, Griffin stated that people in Angel's inner circle called me and told me I was right, and Angel Reese has grown to hate Caitlin Clark. The sports media analyst claimed that the hatred stems from how the media is always comparing Reese to Clark, and how she is constantly surrounded by questions about her. The claim even drew a response from Reese's mother, who said on social media that her daughter's inner circle is so small and tight-knit enough that none of them would talk to Griffin, especially regarding how Reese feels about Clark. "Man, stop with the blue cap. My daughter's circle is so small and tight, so I'd be interested to know who called you. Whomever you say called you is not in her circle." 2. Speak on her feelings towards a media/fandom made-up beef. "Just stay on that side, BC. The doors are closed over here." Angel Reese's mom, responding to Robert Griffin III, Reese and Clark certainly have a history. On May 17th, tempers flared between the two teams, with Clark receiving a flagrant foul for hard contact on Reese, and then the team's clash was over short-lived. And it added fuel to one of the biggest rivalries in the WNBA. While Reese might not be a fan of the constant comparisons to Clark, nor the much more favorable light Clark receives from the media, she has also embraced the villain role. Ultimately, the rivalry is good for both players, and the on-court aspect of it is arguably one of the things missing in the NBA right now. In the swirling spotlight of the WNBA's most watched rookie class in history, 2 names seem to orbit each other like planets caught in a collision course: Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Both are standout rookies. Both carry enormous fan bases, and both have been the subjects of countless headlines, often not for their incredible play on the court, but for the tension the media insists on threading between them. But this week, Angel Reese finally spoke up, not in a cryptic tweet or a post-game shrug, but with clarity, candor, and conviction. "I don't hate Caitlin Clark," Reese said in a recent interview, her voice calm but firm. "Let's stop that narrative right now." The rumor mill turns. It didn't take long for comparisons between Reese and Clark to dominate the WNBA conversation. From their legendary battles in college, the LSU-Iowa showdown during March Madness cemented into history with Reese's now-comic "you can't see me" gesture, to their first WNBA clashes, the tension has been palpable. Fans have fueled it. Social media feeds are often split between Team Angel and Team Caitlin. Sports talk shows dissect every glance, every foul, every quote. And somewhere in all that noise, a whisper became a rumor, and the rumor became a myth. Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Reese, now with the Chicago Sky, has heard it all. She's seen the edited clips, the accusations of bad sportsmanship, the claims that her physical play is personal. And now she's ready to set the record straight. It's competition, that's all it is. Reese didn't mince words when asked directly about the relationship. It's competition. That's all it is. "I'm not going to baby anyone out there, and I don't expect to be babied either," she said. "This is the pros. We all earned our spot." She pointed out that if she were a male player, a rookie power forward throwing elbows in the paint or flexing after a block, no one would be asking if it was personal. They'd call it passion. They'd call it grit. "But when I do it, it's hate?" she asked. "Nah, that's not on me." What Reese calls passion, critics have often labeled attitude. But a game speaks for itself. She's a double-double machine, a relentless rebounder, and one of the toughest defenders in the league. And she does it all with an unmistakable fire, the same fire that made her a champion at LSU and a top-tier WNBA rookie. On Caitlin Clark, respect, not rivalry. When asked about Caitlin Clark directly, Reese offered a surprising level of praise. She's a baller. I've never said otherwise, Reese admitted. What she's doing, taking the league to new heights, bringing in fans, breaking records, I respect it. How could I not? But Reese is also clear that respect doesn't mean she's going to go easy. Huh? She gets fouled hard, yeah. So do I. It's the W. This isn't college anymore, she said. If anything, we're both learning that in real time. The recent matchups have indeed been intense. Hard screens, missed calls, flagrant fouls, and yet, beneath the physicality is a shared understanding. The league's future runs through them. We don't have to be friends to be great. Reese was quick to shut down the idea that she and Clark need to hug it out to settle the so-called drama. We don't have to be best friends. We don't have to go out for dinner, she said. But we both want to win. That's enough. She compared the dynamic to other iconic sports rivalries. Magic versus Bird, Serena versus Diana Taurasi at times. Greatness needs a foil. It needs that tension. That's what pushes the game, she said. But let's not twist that into hate. That's not what this is. Media, narrative, and responsibility. Reese didn't let the media off the hook either. She directly called out the way stories had framed her. I see how y'all write about me. Feisty, over the top, troublemaker. You don't say that when Caitlyn gets fired up, she noted. Why is that? Her voice didn't rise. It didn't need to. Her words carried the weight of someone used to being misunderstood, yet unwilling to be silenced. We're both young, we're both hungry, and we're both under a microscope. But you're not going to pin the league's drama on two rookies and expect us to carry that weight. Bigger than both of them, Reese ended the interview with a wider lens, not on rivalry, but legacy. This moment in women's basketball, it's huge, she said. Me, Caitlyn, Camilla, Alia, all of us, we're changing what the W looks like. The fans, the merch, the TV deals, it's different now, she added with a shrug. So if people want to focus on made-up beef instead of what we're building, that's on them. I know what I'm doing. I'm building something bigger than a headline. Final buzzer. Angel Reese doesn't hate Caitlin Clark. She respects her, competes with her, challenges her. And that in itself may be the highest form of respect one athlete can show another. In a league that's finally getting its long overdue spotlight, the rivalry between these two stars might be the spark, but it's the game itself that's catching fire. And if you ask Angel Reese,